So Pastor Ricky Floyd, 58, Memphis, get killed at a bar. Now stop. Ain't that a little bit too secular for a pastor at a bar arguing with Samantha Marion, 42, about religion? This happened March 12th. So at first it was, I think the charge was manslaughter, and the grand jury just indicted her for murder on August 25th. She got cell phone footage of this 58-year-old black pastor running up on her aggressively. She pulls the pistol, tell him back the F up. He don't, he gets shot. Backstory. During the argument, he originally left, then came back. But of course, with her being black, especially a woman, a black woman, the cop decided that, oh no, it's not self-defense. So, even though it's cell phone footage, but note, when that white woman stabbed that Nigerian dude, this white OnlyFans lady killed her Nigerian boyfriend, she was able to walk free. She never went to jail. It was just her word, all that blood, and a knife in the apartment. Oh, okay, we'll take your word for it. But she has cell phone footage, this black woman, and the pastor was throwing beer cans at her. What type of pastor is that? And is Christianity that serious that he has to defend it no matter what truth comes out, no matter what's obvious, what can be proven to be true, and what can be proven to be a fallacy based on tradition alone, that he has to run up on this woman and she has to pull a gun and defend herself? Prosecutors say, oh, when she went to the car to get the gun, she had the opportunity to leave. But the pastor left first. He had the opportunity to stay gone. Now, he's the aggressor. So, if she would have went in the car and drove off and he would have grabbed onto the door, beat on window, got ran over, what would they have said then? Oh, you had the opportunity to lock your doors and stay there? What happened to stand your ground? What happened to castle doctrine? What happened to self-defense? What happened to that? So, but in Memphis, when these cops beat a defenseless man to the edge of his life and get off on a state case, what did the cops say about that? Oh, the guy should have just self-deleted. He should have just died right there so they could make up excuses. I mean, well, how does that justify, how does that absolve self-defense when he's running up on her and she's saying back the F up? But yet, when these cops just basically do an old school tag team WWF that ends his life days later, and they actually have a defense deemed as legitimate, but in the same city, the back the F up on video, he throwing beer cans at her, don't work. I guess it's a double standard altogether, because multiple people are getting off in Memphis with a jury with even federal surveillance evidence. So, but in the long run, I'm not going to drag this out. In the long run, I hope she comes through, and I hope she sues the police department also for negligence. How is she supposed to protect herself if a pastor at a bar is running up on her throwing beer cans at her? Is Christianity that serious that a woman is supposed to stay in her place and not defend herself? This whole Adam and Eve thing is it's a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale. with the perception that if she overstep her invisible boundary, she is subject to the woman, especially the black woman. She is subject to be disciplined by force, with the Bible as the excuse or the justification, just like with slavery.